Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Happy Sunday. It's good to see y'all again. First off, I want to say cheers. Let's drink her really quick because we know we got a lot to talk about in so little time. Let me grab my notes. How are y'all doing this good Sunday? It's good to see you guys again. I know you guys, well, technically, y'all can see me, but I can't see y'all. But I hope that you guys are having a good day. Man, hasn't it been a rough week? I first off want to say congratulations to Biden for winning. Thank God we got somebody good, decent in office. I have a special coming soon congratulating Biden on the election. I was going to do that this past week, but got so busy with work and bills and other things that I just hadn't had time to figure everything out. And going back and watching some of my old episodes, because yes, I do go back and watch them, like little sections here and there. And I noticed that I talk really a lot, and I'm used to talking loud, but now I have a microphone. I don't need to talk that loud. You know what I'm saying? So I can control my range and control my voice. So I'm going to be speaking. I'm going to try to speak very soft so that it doesn't translate to really loud for you guys. So I didn't realize that. So I want to apologize about that. But yes, like I said, I want to congratulate Biden on his win and victory. Thank God. I told you guys the Spirit led me. And you guys, hopefully you believe me. I actually gave a little code. The Spirit allowed me to give a code that I put on my Facebook to be able to tell everyone who's going to win the election. Obviously, they have to do recounts, and that's okay. But Trump needs to transition. I wanted to start off by just saying, Trump, please just give up, man. Really, please just give up. You know, you lost. Accept it. Things happen in life. We win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. So accept the L and keep it pushing. You know, I just feel that everyone, the Republicans and Democrats just need to come together on this, you know. And I won't talk about this too much because I will be doing a acceptance, like when I talk in the special about everything that has to do with Biden. I will talk about some of the key points that I did like about his speech from his acceptance of being the United States of America president. And so I will have that available for you guys here pretty soon. I just been so busy, y'all. But Trump, please transition power, man, because it's over. It's over. The Republicans, some of the Republicans disagree with how he handled the election, and a lot of them agree. And at this point, I think that a lot of the Republicans are starting to fall in line with Trump, which I don't understand why, but eventually they'll see that they need to, you know, give in, accept the L. It's not even an L, you know what I'm saying? Like I keep telling everybody, Trump doesn't have a lot of Republicans, which I think I may have mentioned this. If not, I posted on my Facebook channel. My Facebook, that Trump doesn't have usually a Republican or a Democrat has a Democrat or Republican agenda, or they may have an American agenda, and then there's they also have a president agenda, and then they also have an American people agenda. They have three things. A Democrat may have a Republican agenda, only for Republicans, Republican voters, Republican people in office, just the Republic. Democrats may have the Democratic agenda. And then if they do really like to do for America, they would have the American agenda. And then they also have a president agenda for themselves, a goal for themselves. And then there's the Trump agenda. Trump doesn't have a Republican agenda. I could see if he had actually an agenda for the people, by the people, of just his voters, whatever. But he doesn't. I keep telling people, Trump doesn't have even a Republican agenda. He has a Trump agenda. He has what's going to benefit him only. He doesn't even have the president agenda. He has a Trump agenda, and that's all it is. If it's not benefiting Trump or the Trump family, which I really don't even think he cares about his kids that well, let's just put that out there, and go from there. But truly, I don't think that he has anything to offer his kids. If anything, I think he's made his kids worse than him. And it's kind of a tomfoolery thing to do and a disrespectful thing to do to this nation. Like I told you guys on the last episode, it's bad enough that we have a human being to go against our democracy and our election process that has worked for over 200 years. But now for it to be said by a president that it's worked for every other president, but it can't work for you. That's not how it works, Trump. That's not how it works. If it worked for all the other 44 presidents, you being the 45th does not make you special, boo. You are not that damn special. You are not squeaky clean and you're not no better than a bag of chips. You're not Mr. Goody Two Shoes. So the way the election has worked is the same way it can work for you, you know. But I do want to talk about, because I want to keep you updated on just the fact that Trump just conceded. Why hasn't he conceded? And a lot of people, you need to understand, like and I think I even said this on my last show too, concession is not a law. It's not written in the law that the president has to concede. It's a tradition. So whether or not Trump wants to concede to Biden, we can boo his ass out, evict his ass. Like I said, he was already at the golf course when the election was announced. So why didn't he just stay out then? Serve him with his eviction papers. He ain't got 30 days. He got down here in Florida, they evict you in 3 days. So give his ass 3 days to pack the fuck up and move the hell out. Show enough. You know what I'm saying? If you know where that's from. For all your little bees and everybody else that's out there that young that may watch this, if you know what that saying is, show enough. You need to show enough, go watch it. But and all of the rulers and citizens around not just America but the world has congratulated Biden. And I'm just going to let me just read these notes just to make sure. And a lot of them are saying that America's back. Their democracy is back. We're a lot of reinstalling the democracy and the liberty and the respect that we had for one another. And a lot of citizens and people around the world were tweeting and worried about the American democracy, that they thought it was lost. That with Trump in office, that speaks volumes. That not just the United States, not Democrats. These people around the world aren't Democrats. They're not Republicans. We don't know their political parties. These are just citizens around the world in other countries, in dictatorship countries. And they're talking about how the election, they thought that American democracy was lost, forever lost. Of how we choose our country to be ran. The fact that we have free democracy to vote, freedom to speak our voice. And although the other things that have gone in our world that obviously tries to stampede and impede on us being able to do that, this election, Biden winning, reinstated the truth and belief in a lot of these leaders and citizens that we are the stampede country to drive the freedom force, to drive that margin, to expand our freedom across the world. People look at us and look up to us. So this isn't just about America anymore. This is about saving the world. Because if they believe that we can do it, they can do it in their own countries. Africa, even though that's a continent, I know, it's obviously that's not a country, that's a continent. You get what I'm saying. Nigeria, if you want to go there. Madagascar, North and South America. You know what I'm saying? Uganda, Canada, Mexico, China, Japan, North and South Korea. Hell, we praying for the North, but we got the South. France, Paris. Come on now, y'all. So it's and so much, and so Moscow, so many other amazing countries, New Zealand, Australia, all the way from the North Pole to the South Pole. Let's get everyone the freedom that they deserve. People look up to us. So to see that it was shocking to me, and it's crazy. And I'm just going to read you my notes, and if it doesn't make sense, just go from there. All rulers and citizens congratulate America and even say America is back, and we're worried about us and believe that we will get our democracy back and can save ourselves and come back from the brink and reign again. And they're looking at the way America works, and they're looking to work with America on new deals, policies, and working as one. And a lot of tweets were sent out and articles and responses from dictatorships and rulers around the world in regards to this. So I believe they're really tired of Trump. They just don't feel like saying it. But me, I'm gonna tell you, Trump, them motherfucking asses is tired of you. You talk about, oh, you bring stuff back to America, you this and that. They're only smiling at the cameras because they really don't want to hurt your ass. They really don't. When they know they probably could. So let's just be honest with that. You know, and I just feel that Trump has been lying low. We barely seen him. He's been barely tweeting, but he's been lying low. And it's like, Trump, where you at, bro? Why you scared? Bring your ass out. No, I'll play. Bring your ass out of that house. We either coming in, you either coming out, and we coming in. And we coming in with a battering ram. We coming in, we gonna take the doors off the hinges. And my thing is this, boo, you ain't paying no bills up in there. So why the hell are you locking the door? Yeah, I was watching NBC the other day, and they said the president locked the West Wing doors. Motherfucker, you don't pay the taxes. You don't pay your taxes. Americans do. So that's our White House. We own that house. Every person that, whether it's a Trump supporter or a Republican voter or a Biden supporter or a Democrat voter, which there's four different things. There's people that believe in a person, and then there's the party. So let's just be clear on that. So all of us that have voted, the 170 million of us, pay our taxes. So we get to say who locks those doors. So you ain't paying no rent up in there, so why the hell I'm like my uncle. You don't pay no rent up in this house. You don't pay no bills up in this house. So you don't have the right to lock no damn doors. And you continue to lock the doors, we gonna take the motherfucking doors off the hinges. So it's time for you to come out, boo. Let Biden in. You lost. It's okay. It's okay, Trump. It's okay, boo. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes it's okay to lose. It's okay. I lose all the time. Look at me. I'm still standing. It ain't about how you fall. It's about how you get up, Trump. So go ahead, bruh. Come up out that damn office. Bring your white ass out the White House because your white ass don't deserve to be there in that white room no damn more. I was trying to come up with another white thing to say, but I couldn't say anything much more than white. But come on, Trump, like let it go. But I will have to say he's fighting a good fight. He's fighting a good fight. I have to tell y'all that. He's fighting not a good fight in a way of like he's fighting bad because he's a sore loser. Like I told y'all, the Monopoly analogy, which I'm going to be giving a lot of analogies because it's called the Analytical Eye Show. Come on now, y'all. So I look at things from both sides. But in the same sense, Trump, let it go, man. You know, it was one thing if you wanted to recount votes because a candidate can ask for them. A candidate can. I want to remind you guys that a candidate, depending on the state, they have certain laws, like I think it's in Pennsylvania, if it's like it's a 1% margin between Biden and Trump. So like Biden had, I think it was like last time I checked, it was like 50.2 and Trump had like 49.8 or something like that. That's within that 1% margin. So Trump can ask for a recount. But looking at the margin of the amount of votes of like 15, 20,000, that number may change very slimly. You know what I'm saying? So some of these states, he does have the right to ask for a recount vote because those are the laws for those states. Some of them are like by a point one, then they can do a recount, you know. But this is just the allegations and everything that Trump has questioned about our democracy and the way that we vote, have been voting for over 200 plus years. Whether back to when we were enslaved and we had slave owners, black people, and Trump, you realize your ancestors owned us. We were slaves to them, and they were voting, and it was fine. But now that we've come out of slavery, now we've come out of segregation, now we've gotten our rights, now we're still fighting and we speaking our damn mind. You don't like that. Well, if the shoe fits, wear it, boo. What goes around comes around. So now you are slave. Now you are bitch. And we gonna bitch your ass out the motherfucking office and get someone else we want in office. And if you don't like it, too motherfucking bad. Go buy your own fucking country. Oh, I forgot. You still owe us so much tax money, you can't buy no country. Oh, your net worth just went from 3.1 billion down to 2 billion. And your business in Vancouver or wherever the hell it was in Canada shut down. And your Chicago business is on the close of foreclosure. But yet you're still out golfing. Looks like that white money ain't doing you nothing for your white ass no damn more because we want your white ass out the White House. And you can't buy anybody with that money that you got, bruh. Your net worth is going down and so are you. Bye-bye. It's time for you to go. It's time. I've had enough. You know, I'm all about love and everything for this show because I want y'all to feel inspired, but I have to tell you like it is at some point in time. You know, because this show wouldn't work that way if it wasn't like that. That's why this is uncensored. Nobody's paying for this. I'm not getting paid for this. This is free my time to tell y'all how I truly feel. And I do want this show to not just be about politics. My apologies. I want this show to be about love, sex, relationships, and everything like that, but this is what we are talking about in the world right now. So I do want to give my take on it, but I will be changing up very soon, y'all. I just got so much stuff I gotta say in so little time because this life is so short. But that's okay. I'm gonna get as much as I can out before this time is over with. And I was also watching, and I felt Dr. Fauci, which I never knew him. I never knew of him. And I've heard his name multiple times. I feel that at first I thought he was for Trump and everything like that. But he's like the director of the infectious disease department of the United States or whatever like that. And I thought, if I was Dr. Fauci, because I was noticing when Trump was first announcing COVID and everything, saying we were fine about it, I didn't pay attention to the news in the beginning. But for this election, I did. And I saw Dr. Fauci do this. He put his hand on his head and everything like that. And I would have been, I'm sorry, I'm the type of person, I would have stopped the president. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if you was Obama. I don't give a damn if you was George Washington, all the way back to George Washington. If you were wrong as the president, I'm going to call it like I see it. I would have said Donald Trump. I wouldn't even call him President Trump. I said, Donald Trump, sorry, you're wrong. Why are you lying to the American people? I would have called him out right then and there. What he going to do? Fire you on national television? Oh, because he disrespected me. No, he was calling it out like I see it. So I kind of have to talk to Dr. Fauci for a second. Can I talk to you, Dr. Fauci? I need you to be the doctor that you truly are. Stand up to this man. He's just a man. He ain't God. He ain't Samael. He ain't the devil. He ain't nobody but a man. He was born and he's going to die soon, just like the rest of us. So stand up to him. Why you got your head down, bruh? Sometimes you got to take a step back from your profession and step up as a man and call somebody out like you see it. And if you got to add some cuss words in there, if you got to add some slang, if you got to add anything but those damn psychological dictionary, Webster dictionary synonyms and antonyms and all the big words y'all use from your terms and shit you learned in college and in your profession, take a step back from that and just call it like you see it. Come on now, y'all. I watch the news and there's so many words that they use. It's like, just call it like you see it. Stop using all these big ass words that make it sound so prolific and bellicose. Just say it, you know? It's just crazy, you know? But I wish Dr. Fauci, if you just step up, man. And this is all leading into COVID for me because I'm just like, come on, you had the time to say this. You know what I'm saying? And now they're saying, I just saw on NBC that masks aren't even working anymore. You have to use one or two things. The double ply material cloth, the ones that like you see people that are all designed up or whatever, or the surgical mask, which I don't even have one near to show y'all, but I usually wear the surgical mask, the blue ones. Those are the only two that work now because of the droplets and all that stuff like that. So people are still getting sick, you know? And cases are on the rise. And now all of a sudden there's supposed to be this new, I guess the Democrats lost the House, so it kind of sucks, but we still have a chance to win the Senate. So all of my people, my black people that went out there and voted, pray to God that we get it. Because I need you guys to understand that if it's one thing because we had the House when Trump was in office, but Trump didn't need the House to get anything done. He needed the Senate. So he had the Senate. So that's how everybody's like, oh, Obama didn't get nothing done or Obama didn't get nothing done. The reason why was because he didn't have the Senate. And I don't even think he had the House of Representatives. He didn't have them. They were both Republican parties. It's kind of like I heard, I had to give a shout out to Kim Whitley because she basically said it like this. The House of Representatives and the Senate are babysitters to the president. So the big babysitter is the Senate. So the way it works is if you want a law passed as a president, you submit it to the House. The House then votes. If they pass it, then it goes to the Senate. And then the Senate decides yes or no. And if they say yes, in some junctures, if the Senate says no, the Trump can veto their veto and then try to do it. But then I think the Senate may go ahead and veto it back or whatever. But you have to understand that if you don't have the Senate, because the Senate is like the big babysitter. It may go through the House and pass, but if it doesn't go through the Senate, then there's nothing that can be done. So that's why a lot of us we're wondering, why is there no stimulus check? Why is there no this? Because the big babysitter, no, you don't need no stimulus check. But the little baby babysitter said, yes, you do. But the Senate said no. So now we don't have the House, which is fine. But if we don't get the Senate, it's going to be very hard for Biden to get a lot of things done. It really will be. So I need you guys to keep that in mind. And so now they're trying to pass a stimulus. After all this time, now they want to pass a stimulus. They want to work together to pass a stimulus. It's kind of like too late now, bruh. People are already dying. Y'all not, and I'm sorry to say this, but Democrats and Republicans and independents, whoever is in public office right now, you guys aren't really trying to help us. You're just killing us off slowly but surely and by the law. That's all you're doing. You're prolonging a lot of deaths. You're not helping the medical people. You're not helping them with PPE and everything that they need. You're not helping us at all. You all suck. This is why I said I think we should wipe everybody out of office and start fresh clean. Because it's done. It's tiring. Old, young, everybody that's in office right now, we need new fresh brains. We need fresh people in there because it's done. You guys are killing us off slowly. You don't care about us. And I'm not calling it how I feel. Yes, it's how I feel, but I'm also calling it how I see it. Nancy Pelosi, Dr. Fauci, all the way up to President Trump, Senator, what is his name, McConnell or whatever like that. Everybody that is in office right now, you guys don't give a fuck about us. And I'm calling it like I see it. Let's just be honest. Let's just talk real. You don't give a fuck about us. You don't care about us. You want us to pay our tax money. You live up off of it. Live on your vacations. You don't want to give us no Senate, no stimulus check that comes from our taxes that we pay you guys out of all of our checks. Weekly, monthly, bi-weekly, whatever. And you do want to do what you want to do. While other countries are getting better. But we're getting worse. I'm looking at the COVID map. We're in the red. The whole country. Not just little pieces, the whole country. You know what other country I don't see that is, not even just country, but continent that I don't see that's in red? Africa. Africa, don't know what y'all doing, but you're doing it right. I mean, you guys have some red stuff, but you guys doing good. To my black people, power to my black people. But let's just be honest, the government don't give a fuck about us. They're legally killing us off. Let's just call it like we see it. Let's just stop beating around this damn bush and just talk real, you know? And it's very fucking annoying that it's like that. And it's disrespectful. And I just don't get it anymore. And countries are so, and the thing that pisses me off, not just about us, but as the world is so in a race to get you know, like how back in the 60s when JFK said we're going to be the first ones on the moon, and we were racing against like Russia and China, and then we got there first and we stampede on the moon, that we own it. Basically, America don't own the moon. Yes, our flag is up there, but who gives a fuck? That don't matter. That does not matter, because really who put the first man on the moon that was white was black people. We did the algorithms. Black women did the algorithms. Let's specifically state that. Black people, we were the ones that made it happen. That's one. Two, I feel like each country is racing to get a coronavirus vaccine, so that way here's what's going to happen. Whoever gets the COVID vaccine first, they're going to have to sell it, but they're going to sell it at the highest price. And whoever gains a vaccine will have control over it. So let's say, for example, and I don't feel that the countries are racing to get a vaccine because they really want to vaccinate this virus. They're racing so they can have control over the other countries, because this is a pandemic that the world is experiencing right now, with millions and millions of loss in revenue and citizens dying. So what they're doing right now is saying, ooh, we're going to try to beat it. Not because they care about us, y'all. Because let's remember, they're only trying to find a vaccine because it's going to cost us money to get vaccinated. They're not going to give it out to us for free. They're not. Come on now, because they're already doing test studies and paying people $1,200 just to take the vaccine. But remember, they estimated that an average cost for a vaccination would be $5,000. Why? We already pay our tax money. That should be good enough. We're paying you to find a cure for this, and we then have to pay you to then get cured once you find it. They're not caring about us to find a vaccine because they really want to, y'all. They're paying, each country is racing to find it so they can have control over the other countries. And also charging them for it at a high, ridiculous price. And still then people are going to be dying. Let's just be honest about that. Let's just lay it out there. And there was another virus, I cannot remember what it was back in the day. But I think it was, I can't remember what damn virus that was. Let me see if I still have it in my note, but I don't know if y'all remember that vaccination that they were doing where African Americans were dying. Remember back in the day, they told us black people that to go and this study is we're gonna pay your medical bills. We're gonna get you health insurance. We're gonna get you this, get you that. And they were giving us the shots. Remember, white people told us to do this. And it was killing, the vaccine was killing us. People were becoming mentally ill. People were becoming disabled. People's private parts were falling off and everything like that. You know, it was very freaking crazy. I think my camera just shifted a little bit, so I'm not sure, y'all. Let me go ahead and fix it because I feel like it did. Sorry, y'all, if it did. But, I think it did, but whatever. I cannot remember what thing that was. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, it was the Tuskegee. It was that. Let's see. Oh yeah, it was the Tuskegee syphilis experiment. People were getting syphilis, and so they were doing this test on us. They did us. White people weren't getting the test. They told us they would give us health care. They would bring us out of poverty. They'll give us money. They'll do all these wonderful things for us. And they were giving us this shot. We didn't receive any money. We didn't receive any health care benefits for life. We didn't get none of this but death. Our private parts are falling off. Men's private parts are falling off. People are becoming mentally ill, disabled, the whole nine. So don't go out there getting this $1,200. Don't risk your lives for that $1,200 for that. Don't do it. Don't do it. And the most people that they're looking for is minorities, because those rich white people aren't going to be taking that. They're going to get people like us so they can pay us this $1,200. They're going to kill us off, and then they're going to, when they find the vaccine, they're going to be the first ones to get it. You know what I'm saying? So don't be foolish and go out there and do something that you will regret for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they're downplaying this. Like, this is real, y'all. Governors, senates, president, dictators. This is serious. This is COVID. It may not be serious to you because you're living up in your sky-high rise apartments or the White House or wherever your office is. We're paying you to be there. And we're the ones that are being affected by this. We put you in the position to help us, and we're paying you for it. If you don't like the pay, if you don't like what you signed up for, then get out. Stop taking on so much responsibility if you can't afford to. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the job you signed up for. We didn't sign you up. You didn't sign up, and we voted you in so that way you can reign and dictate over us. That's not how it was. That's not how we wanted it to be. That's not how it's going to be. I.e., why Trump's out of office now. You know, these countries, the rulers and people that we put in the position of power, they're not caring. They're all racing to be one instead of working together to find a virus. Oh, we're going to blame Trump. We're going to blame China. We're going to blame this. We're going to blame that. It's too late for the blame game. It's either we're going to help each other find a cure to this virus, or we're all going to suffer. And look where we're at right now. We're suffering, especially America. 200 plus deaths. Even one is a problem. And the thing that pisses me off is that, Trump can allow 200,000 people to die. But Biden allowed, 3 veterans or whatever to die? And now it's, it's a problem. It's a problem that Obama did, but it's not a problem for Trump. Okay. It's just ridiculous, y'all. I need y'all to understand how serious this COVID is. And I want to condemn and thank Biden. The brother's not even in office yet, and he already put together back that task force. He's already put together a task force. I keep saying Forsk. Task Force. And I think that he should we left the World Health Organization. We need to go back to that. We also need to go, the thing that Biden and Obama put in place we had a pandemic committee organization. We need to go back to that, which I'm glad we are going to be doing that. But I need you guys to understand that just as much as it is great to vote for a president, in order to put your president in office, you have to vote the way that they vote. So if they're a Democrat, sorry, but you have to vote Democrat if you want things to get passed. Because if the Republicans get the Senate, it's going to be a long, tough road for Biden. It's going to be a long, tough road for Biden to get things done. This is why a lot of us are saying it is important for you to vote Democrat. If you vote Republican, that's fine too, but vote for your party as you see fit, because it is very important. You know what I'm saying? So the Republicans already have the House. If they get the Senate, it will be hard for us. The Democrats especially, and it'll be hard for Biden to get things passed. So I want you guys to understand that. And one last thing I want to say before I go, or two last things is, or matter of fact, three. I don't like the fact that a lot of these Democrats are out here conceding from the races of the Senate and Republicans. There was this girl on here that ended up succeeding to another Republican. And I want to condemn her. I forgot her damn name, but I was pissed at her for about that. Like, why are y'all giving up? Stay in the fight until every last vote is counted. And if you then lose, you lose. But Democrats, stop conceding. Like, what's the point in that? I'm going to find out her name before I let y'all go. And then I also want to say that Governor Cuomo in New York, they're putting back in a lockdown, and everybody's pissed off. Oh, why it's got to be 10? And I was watching the news too, but Fox this time, and it was a clip on YouTube, and this guy was saying, oh, well, why is he putting in a 10 o'clock place? Because the people that are coming at 10 o'clock are coming after 10 o'clock, which is happy hour, are going to come before 10 o'clock. This lets me know that A, you're not caring about the CDC regulations. B, you're not following them. C, you're just looking to make a quick buck and a tip and not caring about people's lives. So would you rather have a community that is alive and your business has suffered for a little bit, and then when we're able to open back up the world again, having those people to come to your bar? Or would you have dead people where then you end up having to go bankrupt? Because yeah, you may go bankrupt now, but then your business will prosper in the end. Like, you're so worried about, like, and why? My thing is this: why the hell are you having so many people in your bar anyway? Aren't you supposed to be having them 6 feet apart with only limited amount of capacity? This shows me that you don't care about the COVID, and what you want to do is what you want to do. You need guys, think about this. And it was a bar in New York. I forgot I need to get these names for y'all, because I want to condemn. I want to not tarnish him, but I want to call him out, because it's so fucking ridiculous that you sat up here and you really think that your bar should stay open and it matters. Liquor is not a necessity. It's really not. Take y'all asses home. You don't need to be doing anything. And the guy that owns that bar, go out there and get yourself a damn job. Go get another job. It won't hurt to be a worker for a couple of months or so. Yeah, you're a business owner, but this will help keep your business afloat. And I can't remember what I meant by this last note. I said eat at separate tables. Every other. Oh yeah. Oh. I was saying there was this in regards to the whole masking not working again. I found it funny because they were saying for the holidays, when y'all go home for the holidays, because y'all know the holidays is coming up. One of the guys said for everyone to, when you're sitting at the family table, sit at every other seat at the table. Make sure you're using at least 2 separate tables, because there's if you have a big family, use 2 separate tables, and everyone eat at every other table. So sit at a chair, skip a chair, sit at a chair, skip a chair, and it has to be 6 feet apart. And then they were talking about you have to leave the windows open. I started laughing because I was just like, why the hell would I leave the windows open if there's coronavirus in the air? But it was just something funny, but it's probably not funny to y'all. But it was just the way he said it that made it funny to me. But I told y'all I was going to look up something, but I totally forgot what it was. But I really want you guys and all of the people in this world to understand how serious it is in regards to you guys understanding how serious COVID is. And matter of fact, you know what? Let me quickly find that video. I'm gonna find that video real quick.
Right now, a lot of us need insurance that's simple and affordable. That's
for more crowding as opposed to
He was on the Tucker Carlson. His bar is called Festival. It's in New York. I can't remember where it's at, but it's in New York and it's called Festival. And let me see if I can't show it to y'all, but if you go to, which I'll post the link in my thing so y'all can have it, so you can look up this video and watch it. But his restaurant is called Festival, and I just couldn't believe what he said. I couldn't believe it. And I was just so stunned. I just couldn't believe that. And let me see if I can quickly find that one lady that gave up. Damn. Trying to find it, y'all. Here we go. What's her damn name? Oh, Maine. Senator. Okay, Susan Collins. She was running against this girl named her name was Sarah. There we go. Gideon. I was so pissed off at. I think it was Sarah Gideon. Damn. Yeah, it was Sarah Gideon. She gave up. She conceded to Susan Collins, and I was just like, why are y'all doing that? Why are y'all out here just giving up? What's the point of you What's the point of you running if you're gonna end up giving up? That's a waste of our votes. We could have voted for somebody else. So stop the damn concessions. Sorry, I went to find her. But I love y'all. I hope y'all have a good Sunday. God bless us all. Stay tuned for my stay tuned for my special for Biden winning the election. I always say Biden's because I'm thinking about the whole entire family. But stay tuned for my Biden and Harris. Oh my God, and congratulations to Kamala Harris for being the first black woman vice president. And I got something to say about that too. So I'm going to be talking about Kamala Harris and Joe Biden on the presidential special. So stay tuned for that. Make sure y'all watching Light of the Sundays. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Abir Vassal. You can follow the show at The Analytical Eye Show on the same networks. And cheers to us all. God bless us. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Cheers. Remember, we are better together than apart, and let's fight together, not with each other, because we're all God's children at the end. Love you, and keep your friends closer, but your enemies closer. Love them as well. Peace and love, y'all. Love Village. Thank y'all so much for another week. I'll see y'all next time. And I got some exciting things coming, and my website's coming too soon, y'all. I just been so busy. My beard. This is my beard. This is my beard. That's how you know when I'm sick. When I'm sick, and when I am busy. This is how you know. Yeah, too busy. Cheers to y'all. Have a good Sunday. Bye.